So I realized, I can't believe I haven't seen this before, but my toxic, well, I'm sure I have more than one. Okay, first of all, my toxic trait is that I want to make sure that everyone else around me feels safe and accommodated while I suffer in silence. And like, if you're the one that's trying to heal, yourself and everything, like, yeah, you recognize that like it's a self journey, but what happens is that because of the circumstances I've been in, just it being so extreme, and just not having freedom and opportunity the way that I used to, and just not even other people around me to like talk to. Even sometimes that's all you need is a to vent something or whatever. So not having that around me, then what happens is it flips to me being like in depression, or like days. I mean, I'm sure some of it was purging. Like, there's been like, anyway, but I'll get to that point of just, and then it flips, because it's like, then I'm not good for anybody. Then I'm not actually, then I'm bringing people down. And there was something else about this. I think it's just, I see it now as like, it's just a part of who I am, because I feel a duty to like what I want to please God. And I feel a duty to like the people in my life and like my kid, and even people I encounter in public and stuff like that. Like, but then I've settled for like less than breadcrumbs. Like at this point, like there's times where it's like, I'm like, okay, I just need to be resourceful. And then you go through that cycle so many times and you're like, okay, like clearly this is not working. And, I don't even understand how I'm in burnout. Like there's no logical reason for me to be in burnout, but that's the space that I'm in because of the circumstances that we're in, and the lack of like opportunity and stuff, and me just not me, like, no sir, hands out, Teddy, no sir, I don't know what he's doing. Okay. I need to end it if I'm getting spacey. Oh, I know what I was going to say about it, is that's like, because I will fall into like, there's like this desire to just have, it's partly like I think that anyone on this path, and if you're an alchemist, it's like, I've been talking to God about it, and I'm like, there's these different like options. I'm like, there's no desire for me to like, not at all. Like there is a desire to travel, and like I would love to go and just jump and just go somewhere else and be somewhere else and stuff. But like there's not that connection for me of like, I want to go to this place and I want to make it happen. Like that's not a part of my reality right now. And that's also partly why for me trying to manifest something else is tricky, because I'm like, I don't even know exactly what that is. And it's hard to even fathom it at this, not exactly fathom it, but, and part of that I think is because you learn, like being resourceful and wanting to live like minimal, like wanting to live a simple life is part of who I am. Like I want to be that type. And, it's it's like, it's a weird, like a curse and a blessing. Cause like, there's just little things like, I'm like, I can just so easily just be like, okay, me and Teddy are just going to go to the park today and we're going to like go, like, I'm content, like doing these types of things. Like, I'm just so adapted to it. And, it's funny. I always think of Hobbits. I don't know why that one comes up, and I'm like, it's scary because it's like, that's where it's like, you get to this place of like, I'm just so used to accepting living with breadcrumbs and being resourceful, and that I don't even know how to like, I don't even know how to get started on asking for more, or like it I guess it is a rut in a sense, because I'm adapted to the way things are, but it is very, it's draining in its own way, which is strange, because I know that I'm not busy and stuff like that. But, okay, yeah, there's the desire to like create harmony with people around you. I think that it's like, there's something there too, where it's like, although I don't have I haven't figured out how to create this other life for us yet. It's like, I had to walk away from like people in my life, because that was another part, is just like, some of us were like, I think probably it does have to do with like where your Chiron is and stuff. It's like, I was able to make things work with people that were toxic. Like, it wasn't, it's like, I was genuinely like, I'm cool with just having this place to go to that kind of gives me a mental break and gives my kid a chance to play, and my mom gets to spend time with my kid, and that's the only real thing we have going on in our life. Like, that's the place that I was. We were doing other things, and but I also had to adapt to like my kid being, the way he is and all that. So it's like, I'm realizing that this is like, there's the being content and like being an alchemist, and also being grateful, because like, I know that gratitude is like, is a vibration I want to keep coming back to and staying in. So it's really just like having immense faith in the process, because I also have gotten us financially. It's just been a whole mess, like for 2 years now. It's not like it's just been like a couple of months or something. It's been like, it's like right at 2 years now that it's been like extreme. And, we have had some months where we've been given gifts, and it was really a blessing and special and all that. But anyway, I'm like, that's what's scary sometimes about this, is you're like, okay, like, I want to be grateful and like, like try to find happiness in like the little situation I'm in, but like, okay, breadcrumbs isn't working anymore. Like, I don't know why it's making me laugh. All right. Anyway, I felt like I wanted to share that, because I'm just kind of like, is there something like innately wrong with me that I'm like this? Because I love adventure and stuff too. Like, it's weird to think about, like, I used to be an opportunist, and like, I don't want to be lazy either. Like, I'm like, because I'm like, I know that I don't think that I'll just give up on tarot, but I'm like, there's just no desire to show up and do that anymore. And it's just weird. I mean, again, and I shouldn't say no, like, I'm sure I'll still continue it, but I'm like, I don't know if I've gotten lost in motherhood, but I don't feel like I have, because I know I've been working through my feelings and stuff. Okay, last thing I was going to say is, it's like, that's one of the reasons that I had to walk away from these people, because it's like, that the way my parents are, and they can be so friendly and so easygoing and like that type, that it's like, I would just so easily get swayed back into like, okay, like, we're just going to do this thing, and it's going to be cute. And it was just a lie. It was selling a dream. And I was just happy to be along for the ride, kind of. Okay, thank you. I was like, I knew there was something to come around full circle with on this. And that, I think, is beautiful. It's like a dog. It's like it's like a golden retriever. And that's what I want. That's why I'm like, I know I've got to figure out making sure my needs are, I'm figuring that part out and doing stuff for me still, because I want to be that for people. That's most important to me, is to be like the golden retriever or whatever it is that, like, you know, I don't know, like that sun energy, like that's what I want to show up as and be for people. But we do have needs, like that is real, you know, like, I mean, maybe you can become a monk and become so enlightened that you don't, but you know, we're not there yet. So, I think that we will get to where we find our fellow Smurfs, okay? We're going to find a bit of Teddy, not going to be that for Halloween. All right, y'all. I hope this made someone giggle. I love you.